was absolutely stunned. I really had no words. It was very humbling because the work that I do is quiet work, very gentle work, and there's nothing too much loud about me unless I need to draw attention, and I can do that. But I've done a lot of work in the field of health. So the experience and the knowledge really has brought me to a place of utilizing those skills for the community that I serve.
In your professional life, you've dedicated a lot of time throughout your career to helping those who need the medical attention, as you've just said. Had you always considered providing this sort of help to your community?
I was born into it. It began with my grandmother that had very little English, mostly our own dialect, and I followed her as a young child and watched her. I listened. I observed very carefully. I just loved her dearly, and everything was about her body movement, her hands, her face. It gave a message. And I use all of that in my work.
How has the Dreamcatcher Foundation affected your life, your work in your own community?
I think it's just amazing. I think it'll add more strength to our program, which is the Aboriginal Diabetes Prevention and Teaching Program for our community. As you must know, the community that I serve is the poorest postal code across Canada.
So you're in one of the neediest parts, if you will.
Absolutely. There's a lot of challenges, I can call it that, and we work hard. We work hard towards giving people the opportunity, a choice when they're ready, to be their friend, to be there during their time of need, when they're ready to ask a question, when they're wanting to visit, they know it's a safe place, and we don't judge. We honor wherever they're at. They're welcome. We enjoy them. And when they're ready, we're going to talk about the important parts to make their lives happier, healthier, more meaningful in their lives.
Corinne, thank you so much for your efforts, and they are appreciated. And congratulations once again on the honor tonight.
We are now have a special presentation to one of our featured guests this evening, Mr. Steven Seagal. Most people know him as a rugged martial arts who has take no prisoners attitude approach on camera, but we have learned that he's been very active off camera, humanitarian projects around the world, in particular with tribes in the United States. He has offered his hand in friendship for the Dreamcatcher Foundation to assist and support us in the growth and our development. For this, we'd like to offer him a special gift on behalf of the Foundation. This gift is a replica of the Friendship Wampum Belt. Wampum Belts have been inspired and the awards to have given earlier this evening. This particular belt signifies peace and friendship. It was struck to show how we could be in harmony between Iroquois people and the newfound brothers. Mr. Seagal, on behalf of the Dreamcatcher Foundation, we'd like to make this presentation to you as a gift of a symbolic of the three tenets of Six Nations people: peace, friendship, and respect. Thank you very much. Say something about that? Yeah, definitely. Can I? Yes.
We talk a lot tonight about children. This is just my opinion, but my opinion is that What's the main thing that's wrong with the world today is the degeneration of the family. I've been a police officer for 25 years. I've seen in the last 25 years the world get worse and worse in terms of crime, in terms of children turning to gangs and drugs and violence. I've seen the world get worse and worse in the last 25 years in most of the major cities. It's my opinion. The reason for this is the degeneration of the family. More and more parents who don't give their children the love and attention and respect and guidance that they need.
So Stephen, tonight is obviously a big night, and Hamilton's happy to have you here. We're happy to have you here. Tonight, guests are going to be treated to some special performances, including your own band Thunderbox, which will be great. How would you say your connection to your own heritage, how has that affected your music, or vice versa?
Well, I think that, one of the things that I've always thought about is how important it is to allow people their culture, their religious beliefs, their spiritual beliefs, and to help them flourish in society, because if they're left alone and allowed to be themselves and support their own lineage, their own culture, their ancestors and their forefathers and all that they've learned from them, people become gradually greater and greater, in my opinion.
Tonight's theme, as you know, is heart and soul. Will we see that theme permeate throughout your performance tonight?
You bet. I mean, I haven't had any time to rehearse, and it may not be perfect, but one thing I promise you, my heart and soul will be in it.
Do you have any words of advice, any words of encouragement for people in other Aboriginal communities that might encourage them to affect some positive change within their own neighborhoods?
Well, I've said this over and over again. Many of us in this life have been given challenges. And, I myself was born, very, very poor. My mother was found in a shoebox when she was born, so I never once said, man, I'm poor, I need to go steal or become an alcoholic or a drug addict. I just did the very best I could with a pure heart and a pure mind to work hard and overcome my shortcomings and hardships with hard work. And my advice to everyone is to know that anyone can accomplish anything with a pure heart and hard work. You don't have to resort to dishonesty or immorality or anything like that.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to Thunderbox.
That concludes our coverage of Heart and Soul, the 7th annual Dreamcatcher Gala. For a complete listing of this year's winners, or to find out more about the Dreamcatcher Charitable Foundation, visit their website at www.dcfund.ca. Thanks for watching.